Good morning, students. Today we will solve exercise 14F, page number 233. So, in this exercise, we will solve about the calendar, month and dates. Days will be given, months and years. So, based on this, we will solve some questions. Okay. So, first of all, in the this about this calendar, because in a one year how many months? 12 months. Okay, so in each month having the different days, like in the month of April, June, September and November have the 30 days. All the rest month have the 31 days. Expect the February alone, which has the 28 and 29 according to the leap year. If it is a leap year, then it will be the 29. Otherwise, it is a 28. Okay. So on your hand also you can just understand about, or you can calculate which month is of 31 or 30. So about these things you have already studied. Once again you just go through this calendar. Okay, revise it which month is there. And now here is the one quick revision. 1 year is equivalent to 365 days, and 7 days makes 1 week. Okay, so in 1 week how many days? 7 days. And in 1 year 365 days. A day time is the time that earth takes to make one complete rotation. A day is the time that the earth take to make one complete rotation on its axis. Okay, 1 day is standard unit of time. 1 day is the standard unit of time. Okay, starting of our week. So our week is starting from which day? Monday. Okay, and with the Sunday. So that is your seventh day is your Sunday, and the first day is your Monday. Got it? And also here I want to include one more thing. If it is a leap year, then that year will be considered as a 366 days. Okay, now likewise for the you can see for the month and days, like month is started from January and with the December. Okay, and now you can see which month has the how many days in this list are given here. January is of 31, February 28, 13 or 29, like 30, March, April 30, May 31, June 30, July 31, August 31, September 30, October 31, likewise November 30 and December 31. Okay, so about this how many number of days of the month it is given, you can remember it also. Now next we have the about the leap year. Okay, a year with 366 days is called leap year. A year which have the 366 days. The extra day is added to the February, means if it is a 66 means 1 day is extra, so that will be added in which month? February. Okay, like 2000, 2004, 2008, 2012 and 16, these are the leap year. Now next question arises, how to find out the leap year, means which year is a leap year and how which year is not a leap year. So what is the rule to find the, what is the rule? A leap year is a leap year. A year is a leap year if it is divisible by 4. If any year is a leap year, that number will be divisible by, that year will be divisible by 4. If, and one more step also that you have to see, if a year and with 100, it will not be a leap year unless it is divisible by 400. It means that suppose any year, suppose 1900. First I just took the example of 2000. Okay, so 2000. So here you can see there is the 20, means it is and with the 100. So it means this year you have to divide by 400, not only by 4. If the suppose year is given 1994, so here is not ending with the any 100, so you can divide it by only 4, no problem. Here you have to divide only by 4. But if it is a double zero is ending, so that you have to divide by 400, not by single 4. Got it? So if like 1900, so that is it, this year you have to divide by 400, not by only 4. Got it? If you will divide by 4, it will be exactly divided. But this 1900 is not a leap year, because you have to divide it by 400. Okay, you will divide by 400, it will be not divided. But if this 1900 you will divide by 4, it will be divided. So when it is a 100, means at the last two zeros are there, you have to divide by 400. Other rest you can divide by 4 only. Okay, so these are the two uh, rules for to check the which year is the leap year or not leap year. Got it? So in example also you can see 2000 is a leap year, but this 1900 is not a leap year. Got it? So reason, you have to divide it by 400 and this also by the 400. So it will be divided by 400, but this 1900 will be not divided by 400. 1900 will divide by 4, but that is not rule. This 100 which year is and with the 100, that you have to divide by 400. Got it? So there are some values. This chart you have to remember, you have to write in your copy and learn it. In 7 day, that is called 1 week. 52 weeks in a 1 year. 12 months became 1 year. 10 year we call 1 decade. 10 year makes 1 decade. 100 year makes 1 century, and 1000 year makes 1 millennium. In a 1 year, 365 days. 365 is a one, that is a one leap year, and 4 weeks about 1 month. So in a 1 month, how many weeks? 4 months. Okay, so this chart you have to write on your copy and learn it. Okay, these are the very important numbers. Now next you can see that we will months and year. Okay, so based on this some questions we will do. So let's see, these are the some examples. So now directly we will solve this exercise 14F. So in this list 3 years, list these years in order with the earliest one. So there are some years are given, like AD and BC is given. First of all, you just know what is AD and BC. Okay, so then we will do it some questions. So first of all, you just know, first of all, that is AD. Okay, AD is stands for ANNO and DOMINI. Okay, Anno Domini. This AD stands for, or this AD is also we are calling, this AD is also we are calling sometimes CE. This AE also we called as CE, that is for common era. We are also calling it the common era. Okay, this AD is also called as common era. Now next we have BC. Okay, this BC stands for before Christ. Okay, before Christ means before birth of Christ. Okay, before Christ, before birth of Christ. So this is your BC. So how you can differentiate means the year which is before the birth of Christ, that we call that is BC, and the after the birth of Christ we are calling this is the AD. So that you can understand like this, this is the BC and this is your AD. So here is the birth of the Christ. So this year means before, this is the Christ, the date of birth means before the birth of Christ is called the BC, and after the birth of Christ, that is called the AD, that is also called the common era. Okay, this is the difference between BC and AD. Got it? Now you can just see it here. These are the some years are given, you have to arrange that earliest one. Okay, here you can see listing events according to date is called the chronological order. Okay, this when you will order the listing according to the date, that is called chronological order. So first of all, you can see I told that before Christ means that is the earlier one. So first of all, you can, here is the AD, here is the AD, here is also AD, this also AD, here also AD, but here is the only BC. So this is the before Christ, so it means this will come the first. Okay, this will be the number one, this will come the first. Got it? Next after you can see in the AD, which is the early, here you can see 1940, here is the 1469, rest you can see the 15, 18. Okay, so this is the number 2, you can just number, this is the, it will come the number 2. Okay, number 3, you just check that which one come the number 3. So that is, you can see here 15, yeah, this one number 3. Okay, now for the number 4, you can check that number 4 who will come. So number 4 you can say 18, there is a 18, yes 18, this one number 4. Okay, now next number 5 you can see, number 5 which one will come, number 5 you can see 1869. Okay, so this 1869 will be the number 5. Okay, now number 6 you can check that number 6. So here it will be the number 6. Then after this is 1953, so this will be the number 7, and the last this is number 8. Okay, so in this way you can write the order. Okay, now next we will do the next question. Next question is here number 2. Which of the following years are leap year? Means you have to check that which is the leap year, which is the not leap year. Means you have to divide by 4. If it is a 100, means last digit is double zero, you have to divide by 400. So likewise here is double zero, so this number is divisible by, this here is divisible by 400, this will be also divided by 400. Okay, and the rest all it will be divided by, 4 only. So you can check it by dividing some, I just do the one for you. So first number, that is the 1876, so that is you can divide by 4. Okay, so 4 time, so it will be the 16. Okay, so now 2 7, okay, now 24, 6 time, okay, 3, now 36, so 36 will be divided for the 9 times, so now it is exactly divided. It means this 1876 is your leap year. Okay, next 1900, next is the, it is given 1900. So how you will check? As I told that this number is not you should not divide by 4. Okay, it will divide by the 400 because two zeros are there, so you have to divide by 400. So it means how many times you will divide it? So 4 times you will divide, so 400 means 16. Okay, it will be 160, sorry, this one. So now 1600, so it will be 3, will be 300 will be the remainder. Now you can see it is not divided by 400, so this is not a leap year. And you can check this example also. If you divide it by 4, as I told you, why you are not dividing by 4? If you divide it by 4, so you can check that 4 4 ja 16, so there will be 3, so 0, 4 7 ja 28, here will be 2, 0, 4 5 ja 20. So now you can see that it is divided by 4, so it means it should be the leap year, but no, it is wrong. This one is the wrong. We cannot divide by this double, when it is a double zero in the 100, it is the last number, last digit, so you don't have to divide by 4, you have to divide it by 400. So that's why this 1900 is not a leap year. Okay, so this is your answer. 1900 is not a leap year. Oh, got it? You should not follow this one. Okay, this is the wrong one. One more year is there, just you checked at 2002. So now this 2002 you can divide by 4 because last two these are not zero, so divide by 4. 4 5 are 20. Okay, now 0 will come, you cannot divide, so write 0. Here again 2, so you cannot divide, so write 0. Okay, so remainder is there, so this is not a leap year. 2002 is not a leap year. So likewise you can check the rest given years, you can check out. Got it? Only this 2000 you have to divide by, again this 2000 is there, so 2000 is there, it means you have to divide it by 400, not by 4 only, 400. Okay, because 20. Okay, so you have to divide it by 400. Got it? Now next you can see number 3. Olympic games are held every 4 years, and they were held in 2016. So when the next 3 games will be held, these are leap years? That you have to find. So you can do this one, this question. So it is number 2. Okay, number 2. So first it was held in 2016. Okay, so now next after 4 year, so you can add the 4 years. So when you will add the 4 years, so it will be 2000, 2020. Okay, now again 4 year you can add. Okay, now you can add the again 4 years, so that it will be 2024. Now again you can add the 4 year, next 4 year, so it will be 2028. Now you have to check this all the years are leap year or not. So this is the leap year or not, so you have to divide by 4 and check it is a leap year or not. So it is a leap year, you will check that it will be exactly divided. Now this is again you have to divide by 4. Okay, because the 20 is there, so now you will see that this is again divided by 4, so this is a leap year. Again 24 you can divide, so again this is a leap year and this is also a leap year. So you can say all the years are the leap years. Okay, so in this way you have to do, you have to check it also, these years are leap year or not. Got it? Now next number 4, how many days are there in, means how many days between that. So numbers here I'm doing I will do number 3. 3 weeks 4 days, 3 weeks 4 day. Okay, so let's do this. Number 4, number C, which is that 3 weeks and 4 days. Okay, so 3 weeks, first of all, if it is given in a word, same thing as we are doing in the measurement. First of all you have to write in the plus form. Okay, so plus form you write, first of all you can write 3 weeks plus 4 days. Okay, Now you know that just we have studied in a 1 week. In a 1 week, how many days? 7 days. Okay, in a 1 week, how many days? 7 days. So now we have to change in the days. So this is already, it is changed, no problem, so no need to do anything. So here you can change. So this week is the highest unit, and day is the lowest unit. So highest to lowest when we are coming, so what we are doing, we are multiplying. So multiply by 7. So now this become your day, because in a 1 week, how many days? 7 days. Now 4 days. Okay, now 3 7 ja, so that is 21 days plus 4 days. Okay, now 21 plus 4, it is your 25 days. So your answer is 25 days. Got it? This is your answer, 25 days. So we have changed this. First you write the plus form, then after you change the weeks to the day, and then add it. Got it? You just write the equal sign also. So this is your answer, 25 days. Understood? Okay, now next you can see next question number, that is the next in that. Next question we have, just check out number 5. You can see how many weeks and days are there. How many weeks and day? So here I will solve the number D. How many weeks and day, that you have to find out. So number 5, it's a D. Okay, number 5. Okay, that is number D. So which is 31 days. So that you have to convert. So 31 days, it means we know that in a 1 week, how many days are there? 7 days. So again you can see we are coming here, days to week means lowest to highest. What we have to do, we have to divide. In the last question we are multiplying, because we are coming from highest to lowest, but here lowest to highest we are going, which means we have to divide. So we will divide this 31 by 7. So how many times you can divide? 4 times. So it will be 28. So remainder will be 3. So this 4 is your week. So you can write this 4 weeks, and this is your, this remainder, this quotient is your week, and this remainder 3 is your days. So your answer is 3 weeks and, sorry, 4 weeks and 3 days. Okay, next question number 6. A party of tourists stay Dehradun for 8 days, Mysore for 11 days, and Haridwar for 4 days. How many weeks and days all did the party these were places? Means you have to add these all given days. Okay, so you can do like this. Number 6, you can write the total, you can write total number of weeks and days equals to. So first of all, where is that? Dehradun. So write the Dehradun. Okay, then next is Mysore, next is your Haridwar. Okay, so how many days they have stayed there in the different places? Here there he stayed 8 days, here 11 days, and here 4 days. Okay, and that you all have to add it. So here it will be 23 days. So they all together they stayed 23 days. But this 23 days we cannot write more than 7 days, as I know that 6 days, because 7 days becomes 1 week. So you have to divide this one. So 23 you can divide by 7. So 3 is a 21, remainder is 2. So this is the 3. So you can write 3 weeks and 2 days. That's your answer, 3 weeks and 2 days. Okay, so simply we have added this all given number days, and then after convert to the weeks. Okay, now next question you can see, next one, which is number 7. A painter is asked to complete 2 paintings in 5 weeks. He completed the first painting for 3 weeks and 4 days. How much time left to complete the second one? Means two painting it is given. First one means, and total time it is allotted 5 weeks. Whenever he started completing his painting, the first painting took 3 weeks and 4 days. So how much time left to the for the second painting, with the last one? So this is number 7. So total given time for the first of all, you just see that total given time for 2 painting, you can write the total given time for two paintings. Okay, two paintings. So you can write it is 5 weeks. How it is given, how much time it is given? 5 weeks. So 5 weeks means how many days? 5 into 7, so that is your 35 days. So this much time is given for the both two paintings. Okay, 35. Now next, first painting. So time taken by the first painting, so that also you have to calculate. time taken for the time taken for for first painting. So how much time taken for the first painting? It was taken 3 weeks and 4 days. So write in the plus form 3 weeks plus 4 days. Okay, so you can write 3 weeks plus 4 days, and you can convert it. So you can multiply 3 into 7. Okay, 3 into 7, it will be the days plus 4 days. So 3 into 7, it will be how much? 21. So 21 days plus 4 days, so it is altogether 25 days. So first painting took the 25 days. Okay, and total time it was 35 days. It is given 35 days. First took 25 days. So now time left, we have to find the time left for the to complete the second painting, that we have to find. So total time is given 35 days. Okay, so total time is given 35 days for the both painting, minus for the first time taken for the to paint complete the first painting. So now 10 days is there, so that is the time left, 10 days. Okay, you can check it. This is the total time given for the it is 5 weeks, so total is 35 days. First painting took 3 weeks and 4 days, so we write in the plus form, then we solve 25 days. Now total time left 10 days. Now this 10 days, as you can convert in the week also. So 10 divided by 7, so 1, so it will be 7, so it will be 3. So it is your 1 weeks and 3 days. Okay, so your answer is 1 weeks and 3 days. Got it? Now let's see question number 8. Neeta spent her holiday 6 weeks 2 days in Varanasi, in Kolkata and Darjeeling. Okay, so altogether she stayed 6 weeks and 2 days. She stayed Varanasi for 1 week, Kolkata for 2 and 6 weeks. So how much time is spent for the means 3 different places she stayed, and altogether 6 weeks and 2 days. So and also Varanasi and Kolkata is given. You have to find how much time she stayed in Darjeeling. Okay, so first of all, total time see, you can do it by yourself also, same like that. Okay, so total time she stayed, total time 6 week and 2 days. Okay, so you can convert in the plus form, 6 into 7. Okay, so this is your day plus 2 days, so 42 plus 2, so I'm doing directly, so 44 days. Okay, so you will solve, you will get 44 days. So total time she stayed 44 days. Okay, now for the different places. So first where she stood, you can check that. First one is that she stayed the Varanasi. So in Varanasi, how much she stayed? 1 week, 1 week and 3 days. Okay, 1 week and 3 days, you can convert it. 1 week means 1 into 7. Okay, day, you can write in the plus form also. So 7 plus 3, so it will be 10 days. So 10 days she stayed in the Varanasi. Okay, next she stayed in where? Next in Kolkata. Okay, in Kolkata she stayed for 2 weeks and 6 days. Okay, 2 weeks and 6 days. 2 weeks means 2 into 7 days plus 6 days, so it will be 14 plus 6, so that is 20 days. Okay, you can solve. So this is now in Kolkata she stood 20 days. So now you can find, so how much she total. So here you can find in which Darjeeling. So in Darjeeling, how much days she stayed? So in Darjeeling she stayed So total was, you can check that total is 44 days is vacation, her vacation. So right here 44 days minus, now this is how much time is spent in different Varanasi and Kolkata, 10 and 20. So right here 10 plus 20 days. Okay, now solve 44 days. Now these two you will add, these two you can add, so it will be 30 days. Okay, now you can subtract these two, so you will get here 14 days. Okay, so this 14 days she stayed in where? Darjeeling. Okay, now this you can convert it also. So 7 2 times 14. Okay, so now actually this is your 2 weeks she stayed in Darjeeling. Okay, so this is your solution, you can check it. Okay, total time we got. Okay, then after Varanasi's time 10 days and Kolkata's time 20 days, then this total time we have subtracted how much time she spent in the different places, and that we have subtracted in that, and that we got the answer. Okay, now next question number 9. Sangeeta is 10-year-old, her brother is 3 year and 4 months younger, means less than Sangeeta. How old is her brother? Her brother's age we have to find. Okay, question number 9. Her brother age you have to find. So first of all, what is the Sangeeta's age? Sangeeta's age is, that is given, that is here 10 years and 00 month. You can write like this, months. Okay, now her brother is 3 years younger, so right here you can write 3 years. And how much month, how many months? 4 months, so right here 4 months. Okay, now you can subtract these two. So okay, so now how you will subtract here? First of all, you can see here it is here is 0. Can we subtract? No. So it means we will take the borrow, so here will be the 9. So here it will come, means 1 year it will become 1 year, and this side will come to the month, so 12 will come here. Okay, now 12 plus 0, now it became 12. Okay, in one year how many months? 12 months. In a 1 year how many months? 1 year equals to 12 months. Okay, so that the same concept we have used here. So 12 minus 4, it is your 8 months. Now this side is the year part, here is 9 minus 3, so which is 6. So your answer is 6 years and 8 months. Okay, so likewise you can do. Only simple subtraction is there, and we take the borrow, but take care, this is the year to month, so 12 will be the borrow. So this is the age of her, you can write here her brother's age. Okay, now next question number, last question we have, number 10. Ankit was 10 year and 5 months old when his sister Arosi was born. Okay, when Arosi was born, Ankit was 10 year and 5 months. Okay, now her sister age is, means Arosi's age is 39. So how Arosi's age is 39 and 8 month. How old Ankit? So Ankit age we have to find. So simply you can add these two given. So 10 years plus 5 months. Okay, and 39 year now. Whose age? Arosi's age. So 39 year plus 8 months. Okay, now add these two given years. So 8 plus 5, which is 13 months. Here is the year, so here is 49. So now here you can see this 13, we cannot write 13 month, so that we will change. So this month to year means 13 you have to divide by 12. In a 1 month, in a 1 year how many months? 12. So 1 time 12, 1 will be the remainder and 1 will be the quotient. So this 1 will be sent to here, so 1 is here. Now 1 is left here, so here write the 1 months, and 49 plus 1 50. So 50 years. So 50 years and 1 month is the age of Ankit. Okay, so this is the age of Ankit. Simply what we have done, we added these 2 years, and that's we got the answer. Okay.